is extremely busy during the holidays. And who are the people supporting all of that tourism? Who's working behind the scenes to make sure that your experience is magic, magic, magic? I think a lot about the people doing in-room dining at fancy hotels.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall to the left.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, reservation for Krishna? When you think of holidays, when you think of luxurious hotels, you think of the Plaza. To stay in this room during the holiday season will run you $3,500, and that is just for one night. The Plaza is 24/7 room service. Who are the people working their tails off ensuring the people who can afford to stay here get every bit the magic that they paid for?
Good morning, this is in-room dining. Michael speaking. How may I assist you, Miss Krishna?
Hi, could I order some breakfast?
Absolutely. What can I send up for you, ma'am?
Could I get the Plaza Royal Omelette?
Of course.
The Continental?
Absolutely. What kind of pastries would you like with that?
Ooh, could I have a croissant, a chocolate croissant,
Excellent.
a Danish, and a muffin?
Wonderful. And coffee or tea?
I'll have a cappuccino and mint tea.
And is there anything else I can send up for you, Miss Krishna?
The pancakes and the smoothie.
Excellent. And I should have this there in about 30 minutes or even less, Miss Krishna.
Amazing, thank you.
You have a wonderful morning.
You too. I was never allowed to order room service growing up because it was too expensive. Not really good, so this feels very luxurious.
In-room dining.
Coming.
Good morning, Miss Priya.
Hi.
May I come in?
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh. Is that a tree of macaroons?
Yeah.
Oh my
How was your night?
goodness. It was really great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. This blueberry muffin.
What time did you wake up this morning?
I wake up 4:30. My shift starts 6:30.
Okay. Has the morning been busy?
Plaza is busy always.
Plaza is the plaza.
Yeah.
The drama. Ooh, fruit
This is a syrup for
for the
pancake
pancakes.
and ketchup for omelette.
Great.
This is lemon and honey for tea.
You have a whole system, Syed.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a real art to how you display it.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Anything else can do for you?
No, I'm all set.
Then later I come back, pick up your
Okay.
clean your table.
Thank you, Syed.
Enjoy.
We'll see you soon.
See you again.
Very soon. He's so kind and gentle-mannered. He's a very calm presence. He walked in like a guy who's been doing this for many years and could do this in his sleep. I'm gonna take a few bites of breakfast and then Syed's gonna come back up to meet me and we're gonna see what he does the rest of the day. Ooh, that's really nice. Beautiful strawberries. Really good Danish. Can I just say that there is no restaurant that will ever feel fancier than having room service breakfast in a robe. You can come in.
Good morning,
Hi,
Miss
Syed.
Priya.
Hi again.
How was your breakfast?
Oh my God, it was amazing. Look, I polished it off. Here, I can help you put everything on there. Is this the biggest breakfast order you've ever seen for one person?
No. Anything else looking for you?
No. Where do you go from here?
I just leave this table.
And then you
Or
go downstairs?
Yeah.
All right, can I follow you downstairs?
Yeah, sure.
How many years has it been that you've been here?
I'm here 27 years.
Wow.
More than 27
27 years.
When I was Bangladesh, my wife, she decided to come to America.
Why?
Because good opportunity, so I came here. I make YOLO cab license and then I drive few months was very difficult, new culture, new language, and I have 2 kids and another one is I was coming. What I was making is not enough to survive. I came to Plaza to give my resume. 1998, I think. After 1 week later, they called me for orientation.
Oh my, what? It's like secret rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little macaroon struggling to hold on. Okay, here we are. Syed, where are we? Orient me.
This kitchen area.
Hi.
This is our hot kitchen area.
Hot kitchen area. Where do you station yourself during the day?
Over there.
You're
have
over
hall
here,
there,
okay.
Over there.
This Plaza is like my second family. In room dining team, we have a lot of friends because we working a long time.
Hey, how are you? Good morning, Evan. How are you, bro? When setup is ready, we run to the room.
What is the setup?
This is breakfast setup.
This is the breakfast setup. Okay.
So first we put like a coffee cup, sugar bowl,
Okay.
and jam.
Do you have specific things that you look for to make sure it's perfect?
Silver, everything polished. Make sure neat and clean. Like a flour.
And the flowers, are these fresh flowers?
Yeah,
All of
all the
them?
time.
Wow.
Yeah. 2-3 things is very important. So when I go to room, I saw eyes to eyes.
Ice to ice.
Eyes and then smile.
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 What's the third thing?
And that moment I try to be great.
Eye contact,
Smile.
smile, greet.
Yeah.
And so once dishes come, you have to basically play a
Everything.
game of
Yeah,
Tetris to
everything.
figure out how to fit.
We have a station, everything is ready here.
Okay.
And we have everything over there is ready. You see.
Already.
Other side, the bowl.
What's that sound?
Order is coming in this door. When this ring over there, we go here.
Oh.
This order.
Okay. What do we got?
Say order. I got large brewed coffee, milk, and half and half.
Oh, so you're checking.
Yeah.
What does this
This
say?
is room number 27.
Okay.
Nespresso.
8
And
cups.
They ask for 8 cup and tea kettle and this one.
Okay, so we're
So
ready
I'm
to
going
go
to
up.
room. 1127 is very VIP
Okay.
meeting room.
Oh, I see. It's a
So,
meeting
yeah.
room. That's why they need all this.
Yeah. In the dining.
I took the cart for a spin for like 2-3 seconds. It's like a little unwieldy. All good?
Yeah, let me good. I set up about there.
Oh, you took a picture of the setup. Okay, no, these are hard to move. How do you make such tight turns in these? Like, ugh. If it were full, there'd be the risk of
Yeah, I know.
lots of fancy china on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
It's tricky. All right, so now we wait for another order.
Now for another order is preparing over there.
You're setting up this table.
Setup tables. Morning time setup is full of details.
People have very specific requests for breakfast. How do you have to arrange it? Like, what's the
Water's always
strategy?
the right height.
Water is the right side.
All the side jams or ketchup or different all salt, pepper usually go in the middle of the table.
Okay.
I'm checking how many guests,
Okay.
which room,
Okay.
guest name, and then coffee, milk, everything should be in my table.
You're not missing anything? You have the 2 extra half and halves?
Yeah, everything is.
Okay.
Everything is there. In-room dining.
Syed has just delivered an order, and so we have to stay back while he sets it all up. What do we do with the dirty trays?
Yeah, I put over there. We live here.
Oh my God, did they have the Home Alone Sunday?
Yeah, you do.
Oh my God. How many scoops of ice cream is that?
Maybe 20.
Wow. So this is the little place where the orders come. I love how charmingly old school it is. Words you're not allowed to use. I can't remember the last time I said I beg your pardon. I'm very much in the awesome, like, sure, all right zone. Auld Lang Syne. Is this for like the new year? Yeah.
So this is our call center.
Hi. I
And
recognize
this
your
is-
voice from earlier.
Yeah, nice to meet
Right,
you.
so this is where the magic begins. The guest will call, place the order with our agents. They will then put the order in the system, ring the bell, and then the ID server will then go pick up the order.
How many rooms are there in this hotel?
There's 282 rooms.
During the holiday season, how many calls are you getting a day?
Good morning, in-room dining. Michael speaking. How may I assist you? During the morning shift, over at least 100.
People spend their whole year waiting to stay one night at the Plaza and do in-room dining, and you guys are their first point of contact.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful morning, sir. And we don't want to mess that up for them.
And you don't want to mess it up.
Especially since they have these high expectations. There's a reputation that comes with this place.
In-room dining.
Thank you.
During the holiday season, at lunch and dinner, we do almost 1,600 covers in a day.
In-room dining.
Serving a room dining, a palm court, and a champagne bar. I'm not even counting afternoon tea. Every day we do 350.
And what's the most popular thing people order on in-room dining?
In-room dining is the pancake.
Pancakes.
Pancake. At the plaza here, every single room order
Holy
breakfast.
cow.
In-room dining.
So someone like Syed must be very
He's
important.
busy.
What do you think makes someone like Syed good at their job?
May I come in?
He will have a conversation with a guest. This guest have tomorrow birthday. Is there something that we can do for him? Very special attention to the details
Wow.
that really make the guest experience for the next
That's
level.
amazing.
Syed, come here. When you go to this room, you need to set the table exactly like this.
Can I take picture for this one?
Absolutely.
Everything is stable. I'm gonna check. Sabrina.
Huh?
Raspberry.
The raspberries right here, my dear. Never fail.
I got you.
So tell me about Syed. What do you think makes him special?
Syed, his charisma, his warmth. Just being able to say good morning, how's your day going? I hear that you're celebrating something today and give them something for that special occasion.
He notices everything.
He does, and he checks every single table.
It is a busy kitchen, turning out crazy volume, and this is sort of the hub for everyone who works at the Plaza. What do we do in this situation where it's cart on cart?
4 cards.
4 carts can
Yeah.
fit? We are sharing elevator space with maintenance workers, with people cleaning the rooms, with managers. It's 2 elevators to serve 282 guest rooms in a 20-floor building. I wonder what's gonna happen if one of them breaks. How early are you getting in every morning?
I get here by 8:30. I make my mise en place, the mousse, the smoothies.
Loved the smoothie, loved the macaroons. How long have you been here?
1987.
38 years. And what were your impressions of the Plaza?
To be honest with you, this is a luxury place. I'm like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
Mostly my colleagues and the chef, the way they treat me, that keeps me going.
Rose, what the heck is this?
Plaza crust, mousse, and Rice Krispies in the middle.
How do you get the Plaza crust so like crisp? Manta, are you seeing this? Look at that. That's so cool. You guys put gold on lots of stuff.
We love gold.
So as a cold order comes in, you prep it, you put it out.
Whenever the order comes, sliced fruit, granola parfait, we put it up, we serve it to the guests.
And how many years have you been
I've been here 30 years.
30 years?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I came here Father's Day, 1995.
People here have worked here for so long.
It's a good place to work.
Why is it a good place to work?
The benefits, the prestige, the same. You work in the plaza. All of us who work here are proud. We put our life into this here.
This guest is very special. She stay months and months over there.
She's staying months.
Yeah. I move at the table and I exactly place I have to put over there.
You know exactly where
Exactly
to go.
where to put this in.
Wow.
And by this time she's gonna be sign my table and she's gonna give my hand. And she not using my pen, she's using her pen.
The level of detail that he knows about each guest, that's incredible. He knows that she will use her own pen to sign the check. That's crazy. I imagine just as you recognize her, she recognizes you too.
Yeah. She know my name and everything.
When you're a server or a waiter at a restaurant, you are in a public space, feeding off of the energy of a restaurant. He is entering people's private spaces to have only a moment's notice to figure out exactly what kind of person he needs to be. And I'm really amazed at his ability to morph and adapt to the situation.
In the dining, when you go to room, you have to read the room. Good morning. Sometimes I go to room early in the morning, their room is dark. This means they don't want to open light. I don't even ask for sign, just I come down quick, just give their food. And sometimes they say, like this, out. This means guest is sleeping, then I quiet. Sometimes they call in dining, leave food outside of the door, don't knock the door.
Yeah, so many details.
So many things. Yeah. Your body, physical and mind have to be working for everything. This takes a long time to learn those situation, everything.
We just finished up breakfast. Syed is gonna take lunch, and after he comes back from lunch, we're gonna take some lunch orders, and Syed is also gonna bring up some in-room amenities. Is there anything about this job that feels like challenging after this many years?
When very busy rush hour, if same time come 20, 30 order,
Yeah.
so this time we have to take 2, 3 order even.
Yeah.
I put one in 5th floor, another one in 11th floor, and then maybe another one I serving in 15th floor.
Wow.
And I have to come down. Other day my key was not working, so I took a stair.
God.
No, guest elevator is not working.
No working?
And we can't take the guest elevator because that's broken?
It's pretty much not working, yeah.
Okay.
I would take the stairs.
Wow. Oh man. How you doing, Latif? Good?
Good, very good, very good.
Energetic?
Yes.
What do you think makes Syed good at his job?
He's very gentle, he's very religious person too.
Religious?
He's a Muslim, I'm Muslim too. We are 5 times pray, I'm 5 times stay.
Where do you all pray here?
Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allahu Akbar.
As he did his prayer, I could tell it was this very centering moment for him. He came out and said he felt so much calmer. He has this really amazing, calming energy. This is a guy who's unaffected by the luxury and opulence of this place. After 25 years, you got to stay here one night.
I don't stay here.
You didn't take them up on the offer?
I know, but I sleep better. My room. Sleep is very important, you know. I want to sleep better always. 6-7 hour deep sleep. And when I sleep, I don't want anybody to bother me.
Syed, you are a singular individual. That is amazing. You have such pride for your job, and I'm wondering where that comes from.
My kids and everybody have enough money to send them in school and university. They married. I am father, now grandfather. This is greatest joy. They are happy. I'm happy.